Thanks for coming out and watching the oxymoronic Reddit Professional Show, where I showcase the best and worst of the internet. Here I comment on brilliant and hilarious comment chains regarding dumb shit on the internet for you to enjoy. Make sure to subscribe, hit the little bell button so that you get notifications every time we come up with a new video. Enjoy this week's show.
How I met my co-founder on Reddit. I met the co-founder of my current startup right here, Reddit. If you're like me and have struggled to find a great co-founder, I figured maybe this story could help. Product: www.tritable.com. First, a little background. I've started many software-related entrepreneurial endeavors in my 20s, each with varying levels of success. One common theme I've noticed is that the biggest initial challenge is finding a partner who has complementary skills to mine. Specifically, I know how to code. I don't know how to sell, how to market, and how to build a business, and finding a great partner who can do these things and is also entrepreneurial like me has always been near impossible. I've tried it all: Eek Startup School, Co-Founders Lab, Personal Network, you name it. Never found a great partner. For my most recent venture, which earned the #1 spot on this subreddit couple of weeks back thanks to you guys, I finally found the perfect partner on Reddit of all places. The venture in mention is Tabled, which helps restaurants get their menu on the web and provides them with dedicated short links, e.g. tbld.link/harborhouse, for easy menu sharing and QR codes for hassle-free contactless dining experiences. My partner you/surfalldayday side of the story, in his words, before Tabled was ever conceived, I was cold calling local restaurants to see if they needed help making contactless menus, see COVID-19, and ended up closing a few sales. I would help these restaurants get their menu online, then design and print the table topper, which included their logo and QR code which linked to the now online menu. After selling this service for a few months, I thought to myself, creating these menus is not that hard, and the process is fairly constant. Perhaps I can find a way to build software that allows restaurant owners do what I'm doing for them, but for themselves. Now came the hard part, finding someone to build it. I had an existing relationship with a great development shop in Pakistan whom I asked to build an MVP for my contactless menu creator for $1,000. They agreed and started to get to work on the QR code menu. As they were working on this, I knew that paying a development shop for each update to the app was not feasible long term, so I started to reach out to engineers in my network who might be open to a new side project. They all said thanks, but no. As the QR code menu MVP was being finalized, I was jumping around threads like r/restaurateur and r/restaurantowners to see if restaurant owners were talking about contactless menus and learn more about the problem. Deep down on one thread I found a comment from over 2 years ago from a fellow entrepreneur who had worked on a QR code menu app, and he posted a link to his app and LinkedIn profile in the comment. What happened? As many great connections begin, I slid in his DMs, you/surfalldayday, and I had one Zoom call to meet each other and discuss what we were working, and boom, we were off to the races. He could sell, I could build, and we were both working on the same problem of digital/contactless menus. Within 15 minutes of talking we knew it was go time. So, we decided to merge our efforts from our previous, respective attempts at digital menus, and started Tabled together. We've been at it now for about 2 months, and here are some highlights from our first 30 days post-launch. Total users, 3K total app visits, 8.5K total menu builder visits, 4K total menu views, 6K. We still have a long way to go, but I hope this story may serve as inspiration for all those out there looking for co-founders. If I've learned anything, it's to do what you can, with what you have, wherever you are. I've always made it a point to do the best work possible given the resources available to me, and the people I need to continue the journey, once I start walking on my own, have found a funny way of revealing themselves. Sweet. Do you make any dollar from the product? No, we're not charging yet. I ran my app for free for about a year in the creative writing market. This was after I realized that a pay upfront model didn't really work in this market. After about a year, the app was starting to become very solid with decent free user growth, and I eventually released some premium features on top of a very generous free plan. I started getting a few subscribers. Then I released some more premium features, and tightened up the restrictions on the free plan a bit more. I repeated this process until I found a happy spot that brought in the revenue, and gave the users enough to make good use of it on the free plan. This made for good marketing. But whenever I could, the early adopters retained the generous free plans from earlier when tightening up the restrictions. If I wasn't able to, I gave warning about a month in advance. The users never complained. The app is going strong today. Just sharing my experience turning a free app into a paid one /you/surfalldayday. Awesome idea and website. The landing page gets straight to the point without any noise. Thanks for sharing. It sounds like you're recommending charging sooner rather than later. Is that right? Red flag. Don't do this. Source, I did this. Explanation. People get used to free. Plus it's hard to test if your company can be profitable if you don't test making money. I wonder if there is a way for you to gather data from the user and then sell insights to the restaurant. What kind of data? Customers already tell them their orders and they order inventory based on what's popular. What else would you tell from a menu? Yeah, I am not sure what. Maybe it's something like 90% of your users viewed the wine list. I think the real data would come if the customer also ordered/paid through their website. Then they could gather more data and also charge a finance fee. Another option is to have premium features, like more photos or better themes. I think there could be a lot of options to still have the basic product free. Great job. This is how winning is done, boys and girls. Lean startup methodology effectively executed and clearly documented in this post. For those that are thinking of starting a business for the first time that isn't related to tech, creating apps/SaaS tools, etc., I highly recommend going solo into it. As an operator and the CEO, you will need to understand every facet of your business from back-end, operations and procedures, finance, accounting, HR to front-end, sales, marketing, customer service. You don't have to be good at everything, but you need to understand at the very least what's happening in your business. Otherwise, when problems occur, you will have no idea how to handle it, or worse, problems that have been existing inside your company and you are not even aware of it. Having a co-founder should not be an excuse to not learn every part of your business. The co-founder should be great at a few things and you as the other co-founder are great at the rest and complement each other. Absolutely. Every business is different. Having a coder as a founder is key in software, and typically they're so busy coding finding time to market and sell is challenging. I appreciate stories like this because it makes the entrepreneurial process appear less out of reach. I've realized that anytime I feel discouraged, it's most likely because I think that I must already be a transformed individual in order to achieve my goals. But really, that's just my self-sabotage kicking in. Happy to read how well it's going. I appreciate stories like this because it makes the entrepreneurial process appear less out of reach. I've realized that anytime I feel discouraged, it's most likely because I think that I must already be a transformed individual in order to achieve my goals. But really, that's just my self-sabotage kicking in. Keep going. Awesome to read you were able to find your counterpart. Damn, this makes me want to post my startup that I've been working on. It's a matching service for real estate investors to match with other sellers, lenders, and other services using a faceted search. Once the initial service is created, the search can be used for other industries. Go for it. Great app you have there, but why did you pay $1,000 to developers in Pakistan? How much would it have costed you to get the same app made in the US or somewhere else? Mildly concerned since I thought Pakistan would be much cheaper and was also planning on getting a MVP built here. $1,000 is like 1.75 lakh PKR, so a lot of money in Pakistani terms. $1,000 is insanely cheap to get a piece of software developed. $1,000 for a functional web app is super cheap. Could never get that cost in the US. Fun fact. I am coding a web app, don't know backend. I was working with a friend who halfway through wanted 40%. I said nah, and got bids from Upwork. All right around $1K, $2K. I thought damn, that's super cheap. But I came back to my friend and said look, I can't do any equity, but what's your price for this? Boom, 1K. Right on the money. This is just for backend though. I am doing front end, and the site is a mostly simple review website, similar to Yelp at its core. Really cool and inspirational story. More power to you and stay blessed. It feels really good to know how technology is changing the world and impacting lives. I am really blessed to be in the web development industry. Witnessed a few transitions and loving it to the core. That's actually a cool story showing how both luck and hard work brought you two together. All the best, guys. Thank you.
If you enjoyed this week's effective way to waste time, hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. If you are enjoying the series, leave me a comment below. A special shout out to the content creators. You frickin' rock.